the people you have for traffic
And
issues.
they have asked you now to drive
You get it.
30 what?
30 kilometers per hour. Everyone is crying.
You're walking with
GPS is doing a lot.
You're walking with
Did you see how people are driving today?
They are walking with cars.
They are walking with cars, and everyone is like, man, they're regretting why they bought cars.
Yeah.
They're now limiting, man. You bought your car, you bought your Subaru, probably, to feel the speed.
But it will not be very serious at the police station when he comes. He will come all back with his cameras. He wants to take the situation on calm. This is what.
If you spent a night in prison,
Okay.
who would you call?
Who would I call?
You see, it's even, I think, disturbing to her. Who would you call?
You know, people are going through a lot. Even those people we think that they are our strongest shoulders, we are not sure. We're on a 50-50. But I think I have that person that weighs 100 on me.
You sure you have someone that you would really...
Who would pull up on me?
This guy of Sauti Sol, just 2 weeks ago when he had his show in, I think, UK or US. I'm not certain of the country, but I think it's either in US or this guy of Sauti Sol.
BN, yeah.
Yeah, BN. There's that part he said, when he went and he showed up with a cock.
Yeah.
You saw that clip when he showed up with a cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like a cock.
The story is of a woman called Joyce. What I could not stand to believe is she died and nobody noticed for 3 years.
Yo, man, most times, man, people outside, they mind their business.
When we start talking about the gadgets we carry, people don't know who is really serving out this nice looking accessories we travel around with. I'm really so glad to be with one of the people that are behind it, and it's Sele Gadgets. He's called the delivery guy. Just say it will be delivered to wherever you are. Sele, you should be applauding me for what I'm doing for you right now, man. I mean that fair, bro. No, and this is such a top big brand. It's carrying a top big content platform like Solid Pod, bro. It's the reason we are existing.
Not only Solid Pod.
Yeah.
Solid Pod is just, it's on its own also. So Select Gadgets, when we're talking about it, definitely expect to get, that nice iPhone, Boss Premium UK used and brand new.
Okay.
Yeah. Phone accessories, Samsung.
When it sells
tablets, just reach out to us.
When it starts,
The contact is right there.
when it starts talking about the accessories, we may not get done. We may need the whole shipped China nini. So let's get back. Let's get to business. Man, today I was passing via my social medias and I got to be grasped by a story that caught my attention.
What was the story?
The story is of a woman called Joyce. What I could not stand to believe is she died and nobody noticed for 3 years.
How is that possible, bro? I want to first get the story. I want to get the story because
it is very possible.
I'm trying to relate how that would be possible.
But why is it that we are living a world?
Did that happen in your life? Did it happen in Africa?
It's not in Africa. It is out of Africa.
Oh, I think that side it's possible.
Yeah, it is. But I'm asking myself very loud.
But still, 3 years, huh?
Stay.
That shows your life probably that side is tight.
Nah. Yeah. But I think they carry a tendency
because I'm imagining
on themselves.
I'm imagining how that story would make sense, like in a country like in Uganda, yeah, or in Africa.
But anything is possible. So this is the story of Joyce.
Yeah.
In December 2003, Joyce passed away in her North London apartment, likely due to an asthma attack. Her television remained switched on, and her rent continued to be paid via automatic bank transfers. Mails piled up at her door unnoticed. Okay. Weeks turned into months and still no one questioned her absence. The persistent odor in the hallway was dismissed, attributed to nearby trash bins. The noise from her television blended into the everyday din of the children and teenagers in the building. Eventually, Joyce's bank funds were depleted. Her landlord began sending payments demands which went unanswered. With more than 6 months of unpaid rent, a court order was issued for eviction.
So wait. She spent 2 years and 4 months paying rent.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
So, with more than 6 months of unpaid rent, a court order was issued for eviction. So, when these people came, they made their first entry in January 2006. They discovered her remains. Jace Vincent had been dead for over 2 years.
Over 2 or 3.
2 years.
Bro, but that shows you how the world is tied in some other part of the world that people probably wish to
But
be at.
do people live on neighborhoods where Celia can be in this apartment and there's that order coming out, but nobody's giving?
Yo, man, most times, man, people outside, they mind their business. You get it?
Is it a type of life?
I'm getting out of my apartment. Probably my train is crossing in the next 5 minutes. So I'm getting out of my apartment. I'm locking it. Straight, I'm leaving here. Straight to my train.
Dang, this is so creepy, bro.
Straight to work business. Leave work, go or do whatever you're doing. This time you're done here. Jump in the next thing. Head back to your train.
When I went
You
deeper
got it.
in,
I think you saw that even shows you. There's this guy of Sauti Sol
Mhm,
just 2 weeks ago when he had his show in, I think, UK or US.
mhm.
I'm not certain of the country, but I think it's either in US or this guy of Sauti Sol.
BN, yeah.
Yeah, BN. There's that part he said, when he went and he showed up with a cock.
Yeah.
You saw that clip when he showed up with a cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like a cock.
I get you, bro.
Yeah. So this guy says he had to travel close to a lot of kilometers to just get this one cock to show up with. You get it?
Yeah.
So it's not what we think.
No, but this is too creepy. And it alarms me to a point. Why are when people at a juncture of not checking on each other, like someone gets to get into such a problem? Okay, when I delved deep into her story,
Yeah.
she grew up with a torture. She was tortured when she was young. So she had already,
She kind of detached herself from people.
yeah, she already had that biased attachment to the public.
Yeah.
She was known so much. So
So she was antisocial.
yeah, like you don't find her like being so much checked on by people.
Yeah.
But then she
And
was
just-
suffering
yeah.
from this asthma.
Okay.
So
So
imagine
it was an asthmatic attack that took
she's
her.
in the house alone. She's watching the TV and the TV is already having that sound in it. She got this attack. Nobody there to give her a hand.
Don't tell me the entire time the TV was on.
Yes, they're like the TV was on this entire time. But I'm still imagining like how would nobody like walk into her door? Like all those days she's not coming out. Because someone is already making a movie out of this.
Yeah.
This story. This is how the story is coming on our doctors. But it really dragged me to a point. I'm like, it's not okay because it's in the outside world, but the world is becoming this creepy.
You see, that is probably also where we might head at some point, not so far from now.
But we should consider being humans, bro. Like I don't know.
Have you ever felt that thing of dealing with a situation alone?
Yeah.
Actually, that will even now get me to ask you something. Yeah. I think I have some question here I need to ask you. Yeah. And this is how the question goes. If you spent a night in prison,
Okay.
who would you call?
Who would I call?
You see, it's even, I think, disturbing to her. Who would you call?
You know, people are going through a lot. Even those people we think that they are our strongest shoulders, we are not sure. We're on a 50-50. But I think I have that person that weighs 100 on me.
You sure you have someone that you would really?
Who would pull up on me?
Yeah.
That's my handler.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Cream. If it's
Big
not,
up, man.
yeah,
Finding someone who's like you.
yeah, if it's not Cream,
Yeah.
I'll definitely be calling Watson.
What's on our chief editor?
Yeah, I'll definitely be calling Watson because
Yeah.
at least he would deal with something I don't know.
But I think Watson is someone when you first give him a call, he's going to take everything as a joke. Yo, guy.
Yeah, you
When
don't
the guy
must believe if you get it's content. Because he's a content guy, definitely.
He's not going to joke about the situation, man.
But he will still show up.
Okay.
I know about that. He will still show up.
Yeah.
But it will not be very serious at the police station when he comes. He will come all back with his cameras. He wants to take the situation on cam. This is what's up for you.
That is Watson for you. So
I know Watson is coming to save me, but he has a leverage on me. If I annoy him, he's going to let this footage out of the people when he's coming to save me from the police station. He has that leverage on me already.
that is so crazy, right?
Yeah. Like you basically know about that leverage Jack will have on me. So that question goes back to you, bro. If it did happen to you, who would you call?
To be honest with you, my guy, I don't think I would just make a call. It depends on what has taken me in. Because I think I will have to. I have my plugs. I called you. You have to be having plugs in this game. If I've caught probably in this kind of case, I know this is the kind of guy to go to. If I'm being caught in this kind of case, this is the kind of guy to go to.
I don't sound like a criminal.
No, I'm just letting you know that maybe if a situation goes
out of hand.
Exactly. Because I've looked at situations. Sometimes some things happen. Like, I've faced such situations. Traffic probably has gotten you. You cannot. There are people you have for traffic issues.
And they have asked you now to drive.
You get it.
30 what?
30 kilometers per hour. Everyone is crying.
You're walking with.
GPS is doing a lot.
You're walking with.
Did you see how people are driving today?
They are walking with cars.
They are walking with cars, and everyone is like, man, they're regretting why they bought cars. They're now limiting, man. You bought your car, you bought your Subaru, probably, to feel the speed. Not that we can use scroll with it.
Someone said people that are jogging are doing more.
That is the truth.
They should be permitted.
They should truth. That's the truth. I saw the clip today. I was like, what? I'm very sure most of the guys must be regretting why they probably bought cars now because.
So okay, let's play.
And the funny thing is most of the young guys bought cars, and when they buy cars, they be thinking of, man, now I think I need to go and rent in Entebbe so that I can be feeling the speed and be You get it. We know sometimes they buy cars to feel the speed, and when you stay so near to town, no.
It's not cool.
No, please fill that bypass. Fill the northern bypass. Now they're telling you to crawl with your car, bro.
Okay. On that straight.
Yeah.
You knocked someone while you were trying to show off with your new car. You're inside. Who are you going to call first?
Knocking someone, that's a big. I think the first person I'm going to call is my uncle.
Okay. Who is he? Who is that uncle yours? What are you guys sharing? I know those type of that let you do anything because they want you to understand what the world is.
Because I know it's first of all it's going to give me the listening ears. I wouldn't want to say his name here because I have a lot of uncles.
Okay.
Yeah. But
he knows himself after he's saying this.
Definitely knows himself. Yeah. He knows the bond that I have with him is so strong. So
that's so cool.
It's someone I believe I would call at any particular point because first of all, he's going to first give you the ears.
We should be thankful to God that we have people that we can call.
Exactly.
Some people don't have that chance.
That's why the other story that you said, someone died and stayed in their room for 2 years and some months.
But it's really so concerning, though we are just trying to see it like this is how the world is. We've tried to normalize bad manners these days.
True.
But man, living a life where nobody is really trying to jack up on whoever you are.
It's bad how now
it's a bit heavy.
It's bad how people who are going through such kind of things start formalizing it that is the beauty of life. No, that's not the beauty of life, I believe.
Life can't have such
that is depression, huh? That's depression.
Life can't carry such type of beauty.
Exactly.
Before I leave the pod today, I wanted to read I wanted to read them. So according to that same story, I want to just read this quote for people.
Yeah.
Stop just asking, is it normal? And start asking, is it harming anyone? Lots of harmful things are normalized in this society, and lots of things considered weird or rare are completely harmless. Whether something is considered normal or normal whether something is considered normal or common, it shouldn't be a deciding factor.
True.
I think people should start considering that, man.